So this video is, we're still rationalizing the denominator, but now we're adding variables in it. So it makes it a little more complicated, but it doesn't change the process any. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I like to separate these as much as I can. So square root of 3 times square root of x times the square root of y squared on top over square root of 2 times square root of x squared times the square root of y. Okay, and I'm just going to look on top and bottom. Well, 3 over 2 can't simplify. My square root of x over x squared, well, these can simplify. This goes away, and this goes to 1. Okay, think of this as like x over x squared, or x over x squared is x times x. Right? That cancels, we're just left with 1 over x. Same concept here. This is like y squared over y. So y squared over y, which is y times y over y. So each of those go away and you're left with 1y on top. So that goes away and that goes to 1. Okay, so now I can look at this and now we're at square root of 3 times square root of y over square root of 2 times square root of x. Okay, after I've done this, I want to go ahead and combine them. So square root of 3y over the square root of 2x. Okay, this can't be broken down any more than it is. So now I have to rationalize this denominator. So I'm going to multiply by square root of 2x over square root of 2x. Okay, when I do, I get square root of 3y times square root of 2x over square root of 2x times square root of 2x. This just equals square root of 3y times 2x over square root of 2x squared. Remember, the squared and the square root cancel each other out, so on the bottom I'm left with 2x, and on the top I'm left with, well, 3 times 2 is just 6xy. This here is the final answer. Alright, let's try another one. Here's number 115. Okay, once again I'm going to break this down as much as I can, so 2 times square root of 2 times square root of x to the 4th times square root of y to the 3rd over square root of 3 times square root of x to the 3rd times square root of y squared. Alright, now 2 over 3 can't be simplified. Well, x to the 4th over x to the 3rd is just x, because we have x times x times x times x. That's x to the 4th over x to the 3rd. Those go away, those go away, those go away. Just left with x. So I'd have 2 times square root of 2 times square root of x. So the 3's go away. This goes to 1. Well, y cubed over y squared is y times y times y over y times y. Those go away, those go away. So I'm just left with 1y on top. So 1y on top, those go away. Okay, so square root of y. And then all I have on bottom is square root of 3. Okay, I'm just going to clean this up a little and put these back together. So 2 square root of 2xy over square root of 3. Okay, I still have the square root of 3 on bottom though, and remember I can't have a square root on the bottom. So I'm going to multiply it by square root of 3 over the square root of 3. Okay, and when I do that, I get 2 square root 2xy times square root of 3 over square root of 3 times square root of 3. Okay, now this is just 2 square root. I can put these under the same square root, 2xy times 3 over square root of 3 times square root of 3, guys, is square root of 3 squared, which equals 2 square root, well, 2 times 3 is 6xy over square root of 3 squared is just 3. That's my final answer. All right, I want you to go ahead and try to do this one on your own, and then we will go over it. All right, if you did this, you should have gotten 5 square root of 6xy over 6. Okay, so kind of like I did before, I separated it all. X squared over x is just x on top. Y cubed over y squared is just y on top. So I get rid of those, and here I am. I put the numerator together, I get 5 square root of 2xy. Okay, now this square root of 3 is what's causing us problems. The 2 doesn't cause us problems at all, so we don't have to do anything with the 2 yet. Okay, so I'm going to multiply by square root of 3 over square root of 3, and when I do, I get 5 square root of 6xy over 2 times square root of 3 squared. Remember, anything square root and then squared, those cancel each other out because they're inverse operations. So the bottom is just 2 times 3, which is 6. So this should be your final answer.